You ever seen one of these and wonder what the name is? Well, they got a name. They go on soda cans, and they're called koozies. They're what keep your beverage cold. They also can have logos on them. But I got some awesome hacks that you can use, and they come in multiple colors. Let's get started. You got a hot light bulb, or you're afraid to take a bulb out because it might break? Take one of those koozies and put it on there and twist it off. Gives your hand protection and a new bulb. Also, what about the fruit that you take in your lunch bag? Sometimes they get bruised. When I take them to work, sometimes when I pull it out at lunch, it's not appetizing. So I'm going to stick them in the koozies, put them in my lunch bag, keep them safe. Also, outside in the winter, these faucets can get frozen. You stick a koozie on that, look at that. It's going to keep it nice and cool and keep the wind off it, keep it from freezing up. Also, the next one, we got to cut off the bottom, because what we want to do is take that and cut a notch in that koozie. And you're going to do that to two of these. Once you pull that little notch out, you're going to throw that on your hand. You can use these as gloves for riding your bike, anything around the house. I like to use them because they keep me from getting my hands all roughed up. They're great for working out or, again, like I said, riding the bike. The next hack is you got a hot stove and it gets the handles all warm, too hot to the touch. Couple koozies right there, just put them on the handles and there you go. Keeps your hands nice and safe. Another one is we're going to cut the bottom off another koozie. All we need on this one is the bottom. We don't want to scratch up our wood floors or anything. Put them under furniture and they're nice and protected. Out to the car, we get dew and our soft drinks sometimes don't fit in the cup holders nice. Take a koozie, put it in your cup holder, stick your drink in there, and it keeps it from sweating, getting it all messy, and keeps it nice and safe. The next one we got is all the cords around your house. They just get bundled up and jumbled in your drawer. Again, cut the bottom off, and we're going to stick our cords in there. You can use them for all different kinds, and they're great because they'll keep them nice and organized in your drawer. Also, you got a school project or anything, and you got tons of pencils, colored pencils, pens, anything like that, you can take a koozie and fill it up. I like the multicolored ones and the neon. They're great for holding pens and pencils, and if you need a pencil, just take it out. There it is, ready to go. Also, let's protect those items from the holidays because they're delicate. You can stick those ornaments or any kind of delicate item in there, and you'll stick one koozie inside the other. You can pack them away for the winter or for the summer, and they're ready to go next season. Got a little one rocking around the house, and he can get inside the doors. You want to keep him out of a room? Take a koozie, cut it to size right on the bottom. You're going to just go ahead and cut that slit, and then use a rubber band to hold it to the door. Sometimes you got to twist that rubber band a couple of times, but when they go up to twist it, it twists on them. But if you get a nice firm grip, look at that, it'll go ahead and open and close all you need. Now, I hope this gave you plenty of ideas for koozie hacks and inspired you to think outside the box. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.
Grab some potholders the next time you're at the dollar store. I picked up 3 sets of potholders the last time I was at the dollar store, and I have a few projects I want to make with them. First up, I want to use this pretty blue one, but I don't need the loop at the top. I'm going to use my seam rippers to remove the thread until the loop is undone. I don't want to cut off this long piece of trim, so I'm going to fold it over and use a little hot glue to hold it in place. Now I want to fold this into a cone shape. I'm going to go from the corner to corner the long way so that my cone can be a little bit larger. I'm going to roll over the bottom 2 corners until they create a cone, leaving the top part open. I want to add a little bit of trim, so I'm going to use this great plaid ribbon that I have. I can now slip in a set of silverware and they're going to fit perfectly. This makes my place settings look so much prettier when it's time for company. I'm starting by removing the loop, and then I'm going to glue it into the cone shape. I'm going to use a little bit of lace to trim this one up. I can hold it in place with the hot glue, and then I'm just going to tuck the ends under the opening around the top and around the back. Since I want to hang this cone, I'm going to use the same lace to make a little loop on the back. Now I can slip in my scissors and the other things that I use daily. This is the perfect little place to get these things off my counter and hung up neatly where I can easily get to them. I want to use this great feather pot holder and add a button to start. To find the spot where I need the button, I folded the pot holder over and brought the loop to the front. Now I know exactly where I need to place the button. With the button in place, I want to add some pouches inside so that I can store little things in them. I'm going to use clear sandwich bags and my hot glue gun. I want the bags to open on either end, so I'm running a line of hot glue down the center of the pot holder, and now I can line up the bag with the end and then stick it right down into the glue. After the glue is dried, I can trim off the bottom of the bag and it's still going to stay sealed because of that line of hot glue. I'm going to add 3 more bags the same way so that I have 2 bags opening at each end of the pot holder. To finish off the center where that glue is, I'm going to use a strip of burlap ribbon to just cover it up. I'm going to make this one into a little sewing kit, but there are so many things that I could use this for. It's perfect really at home or for when I travel. For my last project, I'm going to make one more thing out of the pot holders. To start off, I've got this dish towel and I want to add a little dab of glue to the fold line in the middle. With the towel glued, I'm going to fold over the pot holder and glue the fold of the pot holder to the fold of the towel. You can also see that I've already added a button the same way I did for the last project. Once this glue has dried, it's that easy and it's ready to hang. I love this type of towel. They're so great to have in the kitchen and are so handy.
First thing, head down to Dollar Tree and grab a broom head. We're going to need 3 of these. Next, we're going to pour some water in a bucket and we're going to mix some concrete. We add the water first so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Give it a good mix and get a good consistency that makes it good to pour. Next, we're going to take the plastic head off to get that ready. And we're going to take a lid that we also got from the Dollar Tree. We're going to stick that first head in there and then we're going to mark the very top of it. That mark's going to allow us to put the concrete to a certain level, shake it up to get rid of all the air bubbles, and then we're going to put the middle one in first. Then once that's in place and put down, we're going to put the second one and the third one. We want the concrete to go up into the bristles and we're going to let it set and dry overnight. Then we're going to go ahead and turn it upside down. This way we can remove the plastic cover. And look at that, how smooth it is. We're going to turn it back over and look at that. Those bristles are nice and sturdy. We're going to set that by the front door, and because it's nice and heavy, it's a great way to wipe off our shoes. Next, you got those old garbage cans, or you got some yard furniture that's made of plastic, and the sun, the UV lights have just destroyed it. You can take a torch, go ahead and put that torch right to the plastic, and it's going to give it a slight melt, but it's instantly going to start repairing it and bringing out that original color. You can do this to your green, black, or blue garbage cans or any type of yard furniture you have. Our next project, we're going to grab a metal pail. This one's not going to be too big or anything, but we're going to add some pebbles to the bottom. Once we get those pebbles in, I went to Dollar Tree and again grabbed me a nice little pail that goes on the inside. I'm going to add some rocks around it to keep it sturdy. Once I get all that in, I'm just going to put a little bit in the bottom of the smaller pail, and then I'm going to add a sterno can. I'm going to light it up and watch this. I got a nice, safe way to roast marshmallows. The kids are going to love it. Once you get those roasted and looking good, you're going to love the outcome. Look at that s'mores. That's going to be great. We're going to go to Dollar Tree again and grab some buckets. On this first one, it's a little bigger than the other ones we got, and we're going to take that concrete and put it in. We're going to mix it about 2/3 of the way full, give it a shake to get rid of the air bubbles. Then we're going to grab a broom handle that we got. Again, you guessed it, at Dollar Tree. We're going to put that in, let it set up overnight so it gets nice and firm. Once it's all ready to go and dry, we're going to add some soil to it. We're going to plant a few of these nice flowers that we got, and then we're going to go to our other buckets that are smaller. We're going to drill a 1-inch hole in the bottom, and then we're going to drill 2 small holes in the side about 1 inch apart. Once we get that, we're going to put that first bucket down the pole, lead it on down, and we're going to stick a zip tie through it, and we're going to put this on the pole. Once we get it on there, we're going to pull it tight and we're going to cut off the excess. Then we're going to add some more potting soil. As you can see, it's tilted to one side as we add the flowers. Next thing we're going to do is put a second bucket on. We're going to put that one down and a third, a fourth, and a fifth, making sure we use the zip ties to put them in place. Fill them with soil, flowers, water them, and look at that. What a wonderful creation we did for the front yard. We've come up with 4 great, wonderful projects for the summer. We've built a stackable planter that looks amazing, restored our garbage cans and any furniture that you want, made our own nice shoe cleaner, and made our own outdoor fire pit to roast marshmallows. I hope this inspired you to go ahead and think of your own outdoor projects that you could do.